Too cool for school.
Too cool for school.
Setting up your meeting for your YouTube live. That's awesome.
Okay.
Done. Redirecting. There we are. It was already recording.
Really?
Mm. Yep, here we are. There we go. Let me put the little card reading information up here. Hello, everybody. There's nobody here yet. Um,
Might help if we tell them that we're live, huh?
yep. Well, everybody who subscribed to our channel just got notification. They'll be here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Uh, let's see. I'm putting the information up here. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo.
What?
Seeing if anybody's here yet. Nobody's here. Oh, there's Nathan. Hi, Marilyn. There's Nathan. I'm trying to get my shit together here, but it's not. Trying to type this in. Let's see.
All right, let me go here.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Let's see. Putting this post up. Let's see. That is Twin Flame Divine Fire. DIVINEFIRE at gmail.com. PayPal. Hello.
All right. Let's do that in Soul Sister. Oh, yeah. Truth Frequency Radio.
Go. And bam. Now all I got to do is pin this baby. All right. I'm done doing that.
Are you done?
I'm done. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Marilyn, I see Nathan. What's Nathan saying? Hi, y'all. Hope you don't mind a soul brother joining the Soul Sisters. We certainly do not mind, Nathan. As a matter of fact, it would be nice to
Ooh,
have
ooh, ooh, ooh.
different perspective other than the different perspectives we get from the perspectives that we're connected to, you know? So let me tell you, I got to tell you guys a story real quick. I got to get to the right screen because I'm watching myself and I'm self-judging and it's so bad. Um, yeah, it's
That's
really
why
bad.
I keep you big and I keep me small.
Fair. Um, so listen, so Lee set up, this is a safe place to talk about Lee, right?
Right?
Um, it's all safe space. So Lee set up this room, right, for me and Sandra, not because I couldn't do it, but because, well, he's got all these bells and whistles. So he sets up the room and he names it hemorrhoid relief
Serum.
serum.
Yeah.
Hemorrhoid relief serum. But my husband named our room. And I had to catch it because right now, where you're seeing Soul Sisters down here, it sure did say hemorrhoid relief serum about 5 minutes ago. Oh gosh. And then you know what he did? So I've got these little signs in my bathroom, and I have a sign in my bathroom. And there was a few I kept out because I just didn't have room. One of them says potty like a rock star, right? And it's got this dude sitting on the toilet, you know, doing this. And he had put that picture as my picture on here. That's how he set me up. He set me up. He set us up for failure. That's what he did. He did. I'm telling you, he did. You don't, he don't think, he doesn't think I notice, but I noticed. I noticed, buddy. Oh, I noticed. Uh-huh. That's why he locks up his toothbrush. He doesn't trust me.
Oh, girl.
He doesn't trust me. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I don't blame him for not trusting me a bit. Not even a bit. I get it. I get it.
Oh my
I
gosh,
I
that's hilarious.
do bad things. I do bad things. I would never clean the toilet with this toothbrush, though. That's taking it to a limit. I'd never be in. I'd never go to that level and tell him.
Oh
But
dear Lord, Alan would have a heart attack considering our toilet is not like a normal toilet.
not if Alan didn't know.
Oh, I would never.
I know. Could you imagine?
Oh,
Oh, oh, that's horrible.
uh, 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 uh.
But if you had to do it, if you had to brush your teeth afterwards for love, would you do it?
I don't have to brush my teeth.
Scapegoat. Oh God. Damn. Well, you got me on that. You
That was
don't have to do it.
that was a setup question.
No.
So Sherry completely forgot for a minute.
We gotta me and Lee were playing we gotta get on live, the four of us, and do like I mean, we have a game called the privacy game, I guess, where it just asks questions. But this one game we got, the couples game that like you can ask deep questions and shit. That was kind of fun. We went on live and did that. That was fun.
I'd
We'll
love
have
to do that. So would Alan, wouldn't you, honey?
we'll have to get on live and ask each other these questions because it's pretty interesting. But um I think we had to go because we had to go like do some adult things someplace. I don't know. It was odd. We had to go do things. I don't know. Both told us
Adulting.
to do them, so we went and done them. I don't know. It is.
Don't you just love adulting?
I don't like adulting. I have to go. We were just talking about this before I came online, and I'm not happy about
She's got
it.
to people.
Yeah, sure. He has to go to the grocery store. I hate it. I don't like it. You know what, Sandra, you'll get it because, and all you empaths out there, you'll get it.
Right?
Those times when your energy's enough. My energy's plenty for the day. Right? Even Lee's energy's a bit much. Today, my energy's a lot. So I wouldn't suggest or subject others to it, but I have to. I have to go to the grocery store, which already tells me I have shopping cart road rage. And it's so bad. It's so bad. Lee will physically put his hand on my back and push me along because because I get angry in an instant when people just stop to look at things. But isn't that why they're there? Yeah, it is. But I still get frustrated at it. I still get, and they take up the whole aisle. If you're going to look at the avocados, then look at the avocados and don't have your cart blocking the avocados and the rest of everything else. So I can't get through and get a damn peach because you're blocked everything, right? After two or three instances of that, by the time we get to the frozen meat, I'm already irritable and ready to go. Now, I have two options when I go to the grocery store. One is to take Lee, the other is to leave Lee. It's
I
a
don't, hey, I don't have an option. You want to know why?
why?
I don't drive. Remember?
Ah, oh,
But Alan,
well,
bless his heart, he will sit in the vehicle because I'm the opposite of Sherry. So when I go to the grocery store, once I learned how to control the energies coming at me, I love going grocery shopping.
uh,
Alan is just like Sherry. Oh, I don't want to go, people.
and then the voices and people, no, it's not only people that are there, it's their people. Right? It's them and their people. So then it gets loud, and you get close to some people and it gets louder, so you back away. Then you get close to some people, and then sometimes Aunt Madge will not leave you the hell alone. So you got to go tell them what Aunt Madge wants them to know. And then again, by the time I get to the frozen meat section, I'm ready to freaking roll.
See,
Yeah.
my thing is, I go in and I can smell illnesses. So,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what is lingering, um, when Alan was going in with me, I'd go, get me out of here right now, because certain illnesses have a very distinctive smell,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like really, oh. But
Mm-hmm.
I had a wonderful person that said, "Oh my God, are you feeling all this when you go into the store?" Because I would, what was it you used to say I had, honey? What? Tourette's or something? Because I
Correct.
would be like this the whole time I'm in. And finally, I kind of learned how to control that by putting an imaginary glass box in front of me, and their energy would go in the box, so I could determine what energy I wanted to or not play with.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became more fun. But for a very, very long time, most of my life, it was like cringy. And I would jerk and jolt,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, oh my God, I feel what they're going through. This is horrible.
Right.
Right.
If I take Lee to the store, it's a whole event all in its. It's a whole event. The man gets lost like a senior citizen. He gets lost, and I have to find him. And when I find him, he's got a handful of stuff, two arms full of stuff, and he just dumps it in the cart. He's been in 19 different aisles buying 19 different things that we don't need. He certainly doesn't need, but because maybe it could be on clearance or on sale, uh, he might get it. Right? I don't know. But I can save so much more money when he's not with me. When he's with me, you can double the bill. Double it. It can be doubled because Lee, as skinny as he is, and you know what I want to do? I just want to stuff a bunch of ho-hos down his mouth, but he would love that. You know what I mean? He loves sweets, and we're both diabetic. So both got to be careful, but this man loves sweets. Bit of honeys. He loves him some bit of honeys.
Oh, I love bit of honey, and I can't eat it anymore.
Oh gosh, he loves them. And I'll be sitting here, and he'll bring like a handful of them, and he'll throw me a handful of them. See, I don't have his metabolism. So I'm sitting here blowing up after day after day, like the girl on Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, the blueberry girl. Here I am.
Oh my God.
And he's over here dropping pant sizes. Dropping pant sizes. Yeah, I'm picking them, every one of them up on the way. On the
Girl,
way.
I'll
Yeah.
give you a long distance high five, because you know I'm in the same boat. I could go for days and not eat, and Alan could eat whatever he wanted. He'll lose weight and I'll gain every bit of it. He's like, if I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't believe it.
Lee will be like, oh, I gotta lose 25 pounds. I'll just skip dinner tonight. Yeah, you
You do that.
go on ahead and do that. Go
I, I,
on. I'm gonna start putting creatine in his food. Or weight gainer or some shit. He's over here. I don't know. Look at your metabolism, Lee. I have no idea what's happening.
Alan loves his sweets too.
Mhm. And I ain't gonna lie, I like him too. So when he gets them, he gives them to me. And then if I'll get special things, I'll share with him. And we're just sharing. We're just sharing the unhealthy. We're just passing the unhealthy back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We're just passing it back and forth. He, if you remember right, he gave me diabetes in 2015. He was diagnosed. He was diagnosed in 2015. When was it, after we came to see you guys or before? Were we diabetics yet when we visited?
No, you were not.
Oh, I'm sure we were. We just didn't know.
We just didn't know it.
So he was diagnosed diabetic, and I was like, "How in the hell are you diagnosed diabetic? I'm the fat one, and I don't get it. You know what I mean? You're running around healthy as an ox. How are you diabetic?" I'm laughing at him. Oh, you're diabetic. Oh,
Yeah.
30 days later, I go to the doctor, and they're like, "You're diabetic." My doctor still doesn't believe Lee gave it to me. We still see him to this day. We still see him. We see him together. We have our doctor's appointments together. And I still swear up and down he did it. And he just keeps looking at me like he didn't give it to you, but he did. He got it, and then I got it. I would never have got it if he wouldn't have got it. Truth. That is the truth. All of you people out there who think this connection is so great, wait till you get the diabetes.
Wait till you have a TIA.
Oh, oh.
It was so funny. Luckily, we were in New York with someone who knew the dynamic, and Alan had a TIA, and I stayed calm until we got to the emergency room. And all of a sudden, something's going on with me. And this particular person said, you need to take care of her because what happens to her or him happens to her. The nurse got up from her station and went to get me ice and brought it back. That's a big no-no in the emergency room. And came back and the paramedics were checking me out. I didn't have a TIA, but I was experienced in what Alan had experienced. And it was crazy. I mean, you can't make it up. You can't.
It's amazing the shit that Lee and I have gone through that we just look at each other like we just we just don't tell anybody because you
It
know,
sounds so bizarre.
yeah. And so if something happens to us like simultaneously in a store or something, and somebody looks at us like, what happened? We're just, it's okay. We're just connected. It's fine. Just connected. It's fine.
Alan and I will be
Got to get to a bathroom, both of us, but we're fine.
we'll be saying the exact same thing at the exact same time.
Yeah.
And it completely cuts out what the other one's saying, but people standing around are looking at us like, did they just do
Right. Right. What happened?
that? Some really bizarre stuff. I mean, connection is
It's
indescribable.
like once you get past, and you can never get all the way past because we're humans, right? So we're never, I was just talking to Lee the other day, and it's like we're never gonna really get to the part where we don't, I mean, have some type of conflict or disagreement. And it may be silly in our, 80s, 90s if we make it that far, like, stop touching me. No, you stop touching me kind of shit. You know what I mean? I hope it gets to that.
Right?
Stop touching me. Right back to our childlike forms, right? No, you stop touching me. I hope we get to that eventually. You know what I mean?
Uh,
But we just what did we get in conflict over yesterday? It was the silliest thing, y'all. This is the kind of shit that we this is the kind
right.
of shit that we get in conflict over because we've already worked through all the big stuff, right? So we were I was waiting on something in the mail. I got it, and then I was trying to figure it out. I was getting flustered. Lee ran in the post office, and he ran back out. He thought I still was in the flustered energy. I had already cleared it, and it was. You know what? It was over the going to the damn grocery store because I was supposed to go yesterday and I didn't go. Right? I told you I don't like the people. So and we needed to put some cash in the bank, and then I was like, I'll just use this. And I he got triggered. Something happened because he thought that I was just saying, well, I'll use this money and I don't need your help or something. And that wasn't it. It was like, I'm going to use your money and this money. Right? I'm going to use both. Right? And and he thought I was just like, well, I'm just going to use mine and he thought I had an and I didn't, right? But we got into an argument over we don't even know what. Like what, because I was saying, well, what's the difference? What's the difference? You were saying use this out of this account and then use what you got. And then I said, I'm going to use what's in this account and then what I got. What's the difference? But he seemingly found like 15 differences in what I was saying. This is it. This is what the whole thing was about. And if you're confused, still, still confused. There's a time when you're just like, okay, all right then. You know what I mean?
There's some kind of look, I guess, that I get on my face when I know that we're running low on something and we have to go get it.
Yeah.
And Alan will say, we got to get this. And there must be just this look on my face of, I don't know what it is. And he'll
Yeah.
go, well, I know that made you upset. And I'm like, okay.
You,
But I think it's this look that we're used to and we don't know that we're doing it. And there,
this
it's
whole
not
energy
big
change,
things that trigger.
these whole energy changes, I call him out on it all the time. And I just yesterday I was like, why did your energy change just now? And he looked at me like, ooh, but why did it? I know you're upset, but why did it? And then he wants to say, well, it didn't. Then why did I say it did? And why did you get defensive? And there's a whole other fight right there over how I said it.
I cannot express to you enough how much. And people that do have not seen the four of us together probably, I mean, you have to visualize this that the whole reason why
This
Sherry and
lies
I
too
get
much.
in this and have this great discussion is because the energies are opposite. So
It
Sherry's
really is.
energy is like Alan's, and
Yep.
my energy is like Lee's.
Yep. Alan
So
and I could take a walk for 9 hours talking just smoke marijuana. We can and be in peace, love, and harmony. And you guys can sit back wherever you are and just talk it out. Yep. Yep.
so
When
when
me
we
and Alan
say
come back, we will be peaceful, loving, and kind.
so when we say when you get together with your beloved, your twin flame, your counterpart, whatever you want to call it, uh,
Exactly.
don't rush it and just let it flow because once you do, then it's couples time, and that's really interesting, really, really interesting.
I haven't even looked at the comments. I guess I should probably do that, huh? Uh-oh, here we go. Do we have any comments? Oh, we do. All right. I was just literally on what was up with the name last week. I assumed it was for a good reason. Yeah, the hemorrhoid thing. It was. It was for a very good reason.
That sounds like something you do.
The Lee reason. The Lee reason. Oh, hi, Megan. Hi, Amber. Yeah, there's something in the air with this and it's not like knock down, drag out like fights. It's just little like shut up. No, you shut up. No, I said shut up first. No, you shut up type of things. You know what I mean? It's
Alan
not
and I are like, you mind your business. You take care of yourself. We go
right.
into the kid mode.
Right. You just yeah, you just handle your own. But then Lee'll be like, you are my own. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are one.
And then Sherry goes, don't session me.
Don't session me. There,
That's what Alan says. Don't
don't
set
coach me. Don't you dare coach me, Lee. I do it all the time. Don't you dare coach me. Yeah. And he just like, all right. All
me.
right.
That's what I do too. I just kind of roll my eyes and look away like, was I? Yeah, it probably was.
It's interesting that we can come on here and talk about them because all of our viewers, there'll be a couple. They always are. But I am in no way, shape, or form, and she is in no way, shape, or form like dogging out our husbands. That's not what we're doing. We're having fun. We're talking about our connections and our home lives, which isn't perfect. And just because we're connected doesn't mean that we're, floating around. I would say it all the time. We're not floating around on magic carpets, dropping, ooh, dishes are done. Let's find some dish dust. Ooh, the vacuuming needs done. No, 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 no. You know what I mean? It doesn't work because we found the one we're connected to. The house still needs cleaned. And so Lee and I we have unspoken agreements, even when it comes to like the housework. Lee'll make the bed. I hate making the bed. Remember when we had that radio show and I couldn't get on and I was so flustered and Lee was gone and I had
Right.
realized that he had done so many things in the morning. Like I had to get my own coffee. I had to make the bed. I had to put the laundry in.
I
He did
remember
all
that.
that shit, like even before I got up. And I mean, I got up within like half an hour time to do the radio show, got myself together, sat down for the radio show. It wouldn't come on. Oh, I remember now. I had stomach issues, really bad stomach issues. It was going back and forth to the bathroom and couldn't be too far from the toilet, right? So I was trying to get on the radio station. Something was going on. It wouldn't let me connect. And I was going back and forth, took the phone to the bathroom to try to connect on the phone because the computer was resetting because I don't know what I did. It was a hot mess. It was a I had such bad anxiety by the time that I think we recorded about 15 minutes of a radio show. It was a hot mess. I could find it to this day. I'm gonna look for it because we should really play that and listen to it because it was hilarious. And when we got home, I realized all the stuff that he did. Like I had to make my own coffee. I had to get my there were so many things that I had to do that he did for me that I just was like, oh, he does those things for me that I'd taken for granted, right? But it took something like that for me to realize, oh shit, he does an awful lot of shit.
Right. I remember that chaotic morning and you
Yeah.
he normally makes my coffee. I had to make my own coffee.
Mhm.
Uh Something else was going on. There was a bunch of stuff going on at one time.
It
And
was it was
we didn't make
crazy.
it far into it.
No, I think I recorded it and I probably have it on a drive somewhere. It would be funny to listen to. So funny. Oh my gosh, it was a mess.
No,
That
and I'm never dissing Alan when we're sitting here talking because y'all don't know this, but Alan's right there. You hear a noise in the background and him giggling.
Alan. Leah's in session. And that's good because he likes to butt in. He'll say something. Alan's over there biting his teeth like, mm.
He won't hold back when Lee's around though,
I know. I know. Isn't it
right?
ridiculous together? Like when we were up on the mountain, I really at times wanted to conk their heads together. You know, you got like a bunch of coconuts. Oh, and then Troy had enough nerve to come up there and then they ganged up on us. Well, they didn't really, but it felt like that.
Well, then Michelle showed up.
Yeah, and it evened it out. It
It
balanced it
evened
out.
it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it balanced it out. Right. But before then, those guys thought they had some shit on us, but they didn't. I don't know what they were doing. You remember their videos they made out in the
Oh
snow?
my God, yes.
These idiots. uh,
We had a lot of fun though.
Yeah, we did. It's or Sandra's the reason I now have an apple core.
I love. I don't have one anymore, Sherry.
I found mine actually. It was in the basement. I wasn't using it. I apparently had packed it away and didn't unpack it when we moved to the last house. It's been in the box this whole time.
Yeah, we went from living in a pretty big place to we've been in tiny spaces. The universe said, "Hey, how do you think you'll do if I stick you in tiny places where you're trying to go over the top of each other? You think you'd maintain your composure?"
Yeah. Yeah. I think see the universe will only do that to certain individuals that need like their heads conked together. Apparently you and Alan just needed your heads conked together. Where the universe is separating Lee and I, they're like, yeah, y'all need a little room. You need to be able to go to a whole other level of that house.
Every once in a while, you'll see if it's starting to mount. I'll just go. I'll be back. I'll be
Yeah,
back.
gotta
Going.
go. I gotta go. That's okay. You know, Lee and I, well, you guys know we only had one cell phone for years and years and years, and then I ended up getting sick with liver disease, and but Lee got a cell phone that way he could, because who knows what I had done with mine. I had, severe freaking ammonia in my brain, so I didn't know where I was even, let alone my cell phone. Found it in the refrigerator, in the trash a couple times, in the dishwasher once or twice. I mean, it was crazy. So we had so the doctors could and nurses could coordinate with him on times to come and things like that. And but for years we only had one cell phone, and we were together all day every day for so many years, and still are, really, still are, except for there have been a couple of occasions where, I may have taken off with a girlfriend and, to go to a concert or something, or he ran off with a couple of buddies to go to a car show or something, but it's very few and far between. But at least now, um, when he goes off to do his things, it gives me a chance to miss him, right? To oh, and he may not only be gone for like a couple of hours, but he's around here so much all the time that I take for granted that he's here. And then there are times when he's not, that I am reminded that, he's he kept me alive, basically, you know what I mean, for a long time, him and his brother both. But it's nice
Alan and I are together
24
24/7.
7.
The only thing that he does to really get away is to go mow, isn't it, honey? Right. Yeah, that's about it. And I'll go visit the host here and stay gone for a while just to give him some quiet time, and because we are in a tiny space
Mhm.
and um but we're together all the time. I don't drive, he does.
Yeah.
I don't get sick. He just has lack of energy sometimes,
Yeah.
and that's all a part of going through the TIAs. And there are days when he has great days, and there are days when he has really bad days.
Right.
And it's like, and trying to get through that trauma, that's what's really interesting,
Yeah.
is that dynamic of you think you're all right, but
Right.
there's trauma attached to that. There's trauma attached to
Yeah.
like your liver transplant,
Yeah.
everything leading up to it. I swear, girl, when you went through your liver transplant, we were timeline jumping like crazy because
Oh,
1 minute you're getting a liver, the next minute you're not.
yeah.
1 minute
That was,
Lee and his son
was intense.
were matches, and the next minute they weren't.
Yeah.
And I was like, we are timeline jumping like crazy to get to the optimal timeline,
Yeah.
and this is getting nuts.
Yeah, it was getting a little bit crazy. And it got to the point where just being in hospice care and all these people around me, you know, taking my vitals and doing all these things. And And then realizing that, oh shit, exactly what you said. Oh, I get to get a liver, and then going and being turned away and not getting one, right? There was so much trauma involved in that whole process that even coming out of that, I don't I don't think I've made it to that part of my life yet that I'm going into healing over, right? I'm still like I'm still working through my younger adult life. I've pretty much went through my childhood and
Right.
my younger years and gone through those and put some things into healing, but I'm just sort of time traveling through my life to put into healing what I need to. And I find that I'm jumping. You know what I mean? Like you said, just timeline jumping. And then I realize I have to go back and fix a few things. But it feels like I'm just still trying to work through my young adult life. Then I have to go through the trauma I've been through for the past 3 years. I still, have to work through that. And I'm still going to have to keep going back, I know, and coming forward and going back and coming forward and going back and coming forward until the going back is for naught. You know what I mean? There's no reason unless you're teaching, right? We're teaching
Right.
from what we've experienced, from what we know, from what we've learned as we've navigated our own separate journeys. But with you and Alan and Lee and I, we've gone through such separate journeys that are so complete opposite, but it all just kind of meshes together, right? As sort of a, and I still like I put Trevor and Eileen in there too because it's such a
Right.
we've all three of us has sort of went off in our own different directions, but it's still the connection's still there, right?
Right.
Um, and just being able to talk about this connection with people without having to go out to people. But what's interesting is we're working our way to going out to talk to people, right? Um, I'll get out there. Don't worry, I'm coming. I'll be able to do it. I'll people with you before. I can people with you all again. I know
I
Megan's
thought
in here.
I thought
I've,
it was funny
I've
because when
people with Megan.
you were at one point when you were sick, I'm telling you what, I think that's the first time I've ever seen that many couples
Whoa, I remember
together.
that.
Remember that?
I remember that. Um, I haven't gone back to see that, but I know that we've got it on our channel. But I remember sitting there, um, not for very long though, but
No.
I just remember seeing all these people all over the screen. Just like, what?
And I was so, I mean, I had no business even talking at that point. I was so emotional about all the couples that actually had stepped forward during that time. I could barely speak. Do you remember that? All I could do was cry. It was so emotional. Um,
Yeah.
and just this beautiful moment that unfolded. And I'm thinking, I think tops, we've had maybe three, four couples under one roof, but this was like a massive amount of
It
couples.
was massive. It was crazy.
It was
It
twin flame love, baby.
was a lot of it. And here comes my twin flame love up the
Hi,
steps.
lady.
I was in some trouble. Always trouble. Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Please show it. Oh, there's his face.
Look, if I don't ever have a mirror, I just have him been down. I can do my hair, my makeup, everything. Just on this.
Speaking of hair, Alan's
Oh,
doing
that
his
blue
hair.
ball. That's a big guy. Oh, it's blue ball. I
What's
said
blue bald?
I didn't mean blue ball.
I
God,
love I love how goofy these two are when we're doing live.
Or twin flame blue bulb. You know that.
Blue bulb.
Blue bulb. Twin flame blue bulb.
God.
You know, that's
Help
what's so
us all.
beautiful about the pain we're loving each other in. You get to love each other through different levels of pain based on how you let that pain come out and let somebody connect to you. You know, it's known as vulnerability, but most people tell you that's weakness, not connection.
Right.
Same thing.
Alan, get over here.
Oh. Don't you yell at Alan. Alan didn't do.
We are getting ready to go, Alan, so you might as well just pop in and say bye.
Hi. How's it going, baby?
Listen, Lee's voice could never get as low as that.
No,
He said, love you.
it's when I growl. That's when it's low.
No, when you grab
We
out.
have- We have a fish fry tonight.
Oh, that's right. You said you had a fish fry. I like
Yeah.
fish.
And his energy level is way low. So he's like,
Yeah.
he's kind of like you in the grocery shop and he's not wanting to people.
I got a grocery store today. Got a people. I'm gonna get through it.
Yeah,
I'm
he'll
gonna
get through it.
And you know what, Alan? You're gonna get through this fish fry. It'll be awesome. You're gonna have some fish. You're gonna have some coleslaw, and you're gonna freaking like it. And you're gonna smile at people, and you're gonna spread the love. That's what you're gonna do.
Look at that. The look on his face is pained.
It made it even worse.
I don't wanna.
All right. Well, I have to go because apparently he has a date with Megan in a little bit.
Well, guys, I put it out to Sherry earlier. I'm going to put it out now. If you'll go subscribe to the YouTube and you'll go subscribe to Facebook, and we get 100 on both of those, I'm going to keep those names and I'm going to pull some people for some free clearing mist.
Yeah, we can do the prize spinny wheel. I love that.
We got to get up to 100 so we can go live on our own
Prize
pages.
spinny wheel. It's my favorite thing to do.
Cool.
All right,
And-
guys, thanks for watching and keep going. Sandra, tell them where to find you and what you guys got going on.
Oh, go to twinflamedivinefire.com and you can go to our page and kind of look around. We added a couple things to it. And we finally have our equipment for the new radio station that we're going to be on. And we'll release all that information pretty soon. And then Sherry and I are doing our Wednesday.
Starting
Class.
Wednesday.
Are
Wednesday.
we starting next
I
Wednesday?
believe we're starting Wednesday.
Okay. Okay. Right.
Uh-huh.
There's still some
It-
opening, so make sure you get on board. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Situationship class. It's a situationship class. We're gonna get on it. We're gonna get on it, and we're gonna talk specifically about this class. Well, we're gonna talk about who needs to be in it, and it's probably you. If you're listening, you're in a situationship. That word does something to you. It means this class is for you. It's for 6 weeks for 7. Is it? What is it?
777.
7 and we're gonna come live a couple times before, well, at least once, hopefully before then. We're gonna talk more about it, but situationship, we're gonna have a discussion in our Facebook page. Let's start a discussion there. And we need subscribers on our Facebook page. So if you're on Facebook, go to Soul Sisters, Sherry and Sandra. And we need 100 people on there and we can go live. Just like on YouTube, if you go to our YouTube channel and you subscribe, and Sandra's gonna do a clearing mist
Giveaway, baby.
giveaway. All right, we love you guys. Thanks for coming on. We'll see you all soon. We'll talk to you soon.